My questions are, how can I invest in real estate without having money to actually buy it? And if there is a way to do this, is there any companies that I can invest in through the stock market that you recommend?
Okay, so a couple of questions there from Philip. One on stock market. Well, I'm not a financial advisor, so I never tell people like what stocks to pick. I only tell people like what I invest in. I'm not a big fan of investing in the stock market, as many of you know. I have a few companies that I believe in, like Apple, etc., and some other companies that pay some dividends. But as far as like a passive income vehicle, if you don't understand how to trade, it's really like having to go to school from the ground up again. If that's what you're going to do, is become like an active day trader in the stock market, where you've got a bunch of computer screens in front of you and you are minute to minute studying charts and price actions and all of that stuff, volume and RSI and Bollinger lines. And I mean, it's like getting a degree. I have no interest in that. Now, as far as real estate, again, most real estate investors I know who really became successful didn't start with very much money at all, if not almost nothing when they started. So when you are investing in real estate and you want to get started and you don't have money, again, there are three things that you need in order to become a real estate investor: a deal, a house, right? A good deal. People, you cannot do it by yourself. You need a good team. And the third thing you need is money. So again, if you do not have money, then you need people and a deal. And so I would recommend, if you want to hustle and get started, there are certain things you can do. We've got videos here on our channel about wholesaling real estate, where you can be at some quick wins, making $10,000, $30,000, $40,000 a month from wholesaling properties and doing that, where then you're the market finder for properties and you're turning those over to house flippers. They're going to pay you a finder's fee of $10,000, $15,000, $20,000. You use that money as down payments for finding rental properties. That's one way to do it. You're out there finding great deals. Well, eventually the goal should be that you turn that money, all of those great deals you're finding, you should be turning those paychecks you're getting from these house flippers where you're finding them good finder's fees, turn that into buy and hold eventually. You're on the front lines of being able to find deals. Great. Now you've got the money. Now you're the one that's going to plunk down the cash and buy that particular property. Another thing you can do is, look, Robert Kiyosaki, the very first rental property he ever bought himself in Hawaii, he used a credit card to do it. There are private loans out there. They're hard money loans. You can use banks' money right now. It's so stinking cheap. And we also have a funding tab on our website. If you go to morrisinvest.com/funding, we've partnered with the team from Fund and Grow over the years, and you're able to get 0% interest credit cards, where they will actually set up these business accounts for you and get you a large amount of funding at 0% interest. Now you have to have an exit strategy, right? I use that to buy rental properties, but I had an exit strategy to be able to pay it back. I was able to then refinance into a longer term loan, and I use that to keep rolling and acquiring properties quickly. So there's a couple of things you can do. You can also partner with people. You can go to real estate meetup groups and say, look, I don't have money, but what I do have is hustle, and I will work my butt off finding you deals. Now, if I bring you the deals, can I go in on a percentage basis on this particular investment? And they'd be crazy to say no, because very often people are struggling to find deals. And if you're the property hunter, and you're going to use your energy and you're going to use your fortitude, but you don't have money, they'll happily trade. It's like I invest in gold and silver and precious metals, but I'm not out there digging the gold. So I'm going to pay somebody else for the gold. I don't have time to go pan for gold like a San Francisco gold miner, right? So I invest in crypto. I invest in real estate. I'm not building the houses that I invest in. The houses that we build, I'm buying them. And so, but someone needs to build them. Someone needs to find the deals, and that person could be you. So those are some of my pieces of advice. If you don't have money, then become valuable to somebody else. Become valuable in other ways, not just money is valuable, right? Thank you for that question. If you'd like to leave us a voicemail question that we'll answer here on the show, just go to morrisinvest.com/Clayton. Leave us a 30-second question, and we will answer it here on the show. We'll see you next time, everyone.